Sorry about that, but I just realized we were not on. I didn't see my light, so we're going to just recapitulate for just 1 second in case you can hear me. That tonight we are returning to our soft life, sacred life um, uh, topic that we were talking about all through August. Tonight we are talking about Earth because we've talked about resting, we've talked about receiving, we've talked about releasing, and now we have our fourth R, which is rooting. So we want to get started right now by taking a deep breath, having our feet on the floor, representing our connection with Mother Earth below us, Mother Earth below us in the form of Allah, who is the Igbo goddess of the earth. And so we want to invite her into our circle to help us, guide us, and protect us. So, Great Mother beneath our feet, keeper of the fertile earth, guardian of life, and mother of creation, we honor you. Teach us to become rooted. Teach us to honor what is sacred. Teach us to plant wisely and tend faithfully and release what can no longer grow. May our lives become the fertile ground for everything our souls came here to create. And so it is. So let's close our eyes now for a minute. Imagine yourself barefoot in a beautiful field. Feel the cool soil beneath your feet. The sun is warm. The air is gentle. Everything around you is alive. And just take a moment and breathe all that in. And with every exhale, imagine roots beginning to grow from the soles of your feet, going down through the soil, going down through the earth, going down through the rock and shale and all the other layers of the earth until you feel deeply rooted and planted. You're being held. You belong. Now imagine Allah standing before you. She carries a bowl filled with dark, rich soil. She reaches into the bowl and places a seed into your hand. Look at it. The seed represents something within you that is ready to grow. Perhaps it's a dream, a relationship, a business, a creative calling, greater peace or greater confidence, a new version of yourself. Ask it quietly, what is this seed? Don't force an answer, just listen. And now she asks you, are you willing to tend what you have asked to receive? Sit with that question a moment because the seed contains possibility, but possibility requires participation. It needs tending, it needs love, it needs all the things a real seed needs to survive. It needs earth, air, fire in the form of the sun, and water. This is what we all need. So imagine kneeling and placing your seed into the earth. Cover it gently. Place your hands over the soil and whisper, I am ready to grow. Take a deep breath and slowly return. You know, goddesses, we spend a lot of time asking ourselves, what do I want? But Allah asks us to come up with a different question, and that is, what am I cultivating? Because your life is a garden. Your thoughts are seeds. Your habits are seeds. Your words are seeds. Your relationships are seeds. Your choices are seeds. And whether we realize it or not, we are planting something every day. And the question is, Is what you're planting consistent with what you're asking for? Is what you are planting being cultivated by you? Or is it just growing like a weed? Are you taking care of those things you wish to plant in your own life? And remember, Allah is associated with not only fertility, life, death, and the continuation of the community, as are many earth goddesses, but she's also a goddess of morality. And she speaks to us about the ways in which we should treat each other and the earth. And this is a time where we should really be paying attention to that wisdom, because we can look around our earth and see just how many crazy things are going on, things that you would never assume would go on the earth. Just the other day, there was a giant mudslide um, in Asia, which was just looking at the video of that, it was just catastrophic. And we need to figure out what ways we in our own life can take care of Mother Earth, of Allah, so that we are behaving like her children and taking care and respecting her and what she needs, as well as cultivating those things that we would like to nurture and to feed and to water in our own lives. Okay. And another thing that she teaches us is not to dig up our plants before they're ready. Right? Nature doesn't work like that. You plant something one day and then boom, the next day you get something, uh, you get a result. You know, when you teach children about planting seeds, they know that the first thing you have to do is to put the seed in the earth, give it all that it needs, the water, the sunlight, and then leave it alone. You don't expect something to sprout the very next day, because we know we get the root that goes down, and we need to have the shoot that comes up, where we either see the leaves or the eventually the flowers, right? We water it, we put it in the sun, and we wait. We trust that what we have planted is going to sprout and grow. And remember that some things are growing beneath the surface if you have planted them there. And you need to trust in that and trust in yourself, that if you are cultivating the things that you wish to bring forward in your life, that they will sprout, that they will come to pass given the right time. And we have to have faith in divine timing, that when you actually need something to come forward, it will. Okay. So, some of the questions we can ask ourselves is, what am I cultivating? What seed did I plant? You know, if you plant a tomato seed, you really don't expect to get an orange. So, what are you cultivating? What are you planting, and what are you cultivating? And in what ways are you giving your dreams? In what ways are you giving your dreams sustenance? Okay. And are you ready actually to receive abundance from the things that you plant? Are you ready for things to come forward for you? Okay. And then once things start to shoot up, what needs pruning? Because we know that many plants bloom best when we cut back what's not needed from the plant. Every healthy garden requires pruning. Sometimes abundance requires releasing what is consuming resources, but not really providing any fruit or anything of sustenance for you. Okay. And then again, you can ask, what needs time in my life? Not everything needs fixing. Some things simply need time to mature. And there is wisdom in knowing the difference. So, another question to ask yourself is, what dream needs more consistent tending from me? Where are you being absent in your own life and not being present to cultivate those things in your life that you need? Another question to ask yourself is, where am I demanding immediate results instead of trusting the process? Because that's kind of where self doubt creeps in for us a lot. When we are not trusting the process that things are working in our favor. And I truly believe that the universe is always working in our favor. We just may not always know what our favor is. May not actually know the things that we need or the things that are best for us or the best path to take. So sometimes it really is about that releasing of things that we don't need. And sometimes that's expectations of how our life or our business or our children or whatever it is that we have in our life, how that should go. All right. So we just want to remind you that there is fertile ground beneath you. Whatever you wish to create in your life, there is space for that to grow. Okay. And so I just want to encourage you to give yourself time, energy, space, and permission to create those things that you really want to have in your own life. If things don't seem like they're happening right now, give it time. If things don't seem um, like everything is going in the right direction, wait a minute and see if what you're anticipating isn't just right over the next horizon. So you can't rush a seed into becoming a flower. All you can do is tend the soil, nourish what's growing, and trust that what is happening beneath the surface is exactly what you need. Maybe you can't see it yet, but give it time, and the thing that you're hoping to sprout in your life will come forward and you will be so much happier and so much more content in the future. So I'm going to leave you here tonight a little bit early. I am Dee Savoy, your goddess whisperer, and I hope you're having a very wonderful week. Next time we meet will be in September. So I hope you're having a very good end of the month. And that if something hasn't sprouted for you yet, give it time. Give it time, patience, love, and see what happens. Thanks so much for being with me tonight. Bye bye.